Alright, so you can hear the music. I had to start the stream. Like, I don't know what's going on. I preset everything. I preset everything. It just did its own thing. Yes. Alright. Welcome, Keisha. Welcome, D. Keisha, I don't know how many times you watched my stream, but I do appreciate you being here. Obviously, Merry Christmas to everybody. Roz, I see you. I appreciate it. I had this whole thing like set up, and then like now it's kind of now I feel like I'm trying to get back to what it was. So I apologize, but I'm gonna leave this Superman crypto up here real quick so we can talk about that, and then we'll hop on to these. I don't I don't want to. I guess I'll call it a ranking. I'll call it a ranking. This is me trying to be able to keep looking at the camera. Okay, let me see if I could. Pop out the chat. Bring it over here so I can be more engaged like that. Alright. Last thing I'm gonna do. Alright, we're good. So this is a little different for me, the way I have everything kind of set up. I brought the camera to me, like closer. I brought the computer closer to me. So it's kind of weird. Sorry, I still kind of getting distracted a little bit. But y'all can let me know if this is too close. You know, I don't want you all up in my broccoli. Let me see. People are asking me to send a link, so let me do that real quick. You know what's crazy? I meant to try to plug hardwire into the thing and forgot all about it. What do y'all think about the music? Is it too slow? I got on like this playlist and didn't realize that it was like 20 hours of music. So I have no I might have to put it on like random. And also, is the music too loud? Chill elevator vibes. Okay. Well, I'm about to turn up the heat. Do y'all see I got my Grinch on? Cause movies and shows ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Is the music too loud or is it okay? Cause it's behind the mic, so I can't tell. You know I'm always on CP time, so if y'all came in here thinking we were starting on time, now let me stop. Yo, what up? What up, Ty? What up, Ty? Okay, music is fine. I appreciate you. All right. Hold on. What a time! What a time! Look, I don't know what day it is. Is that weird? Like I know it's after Christmas, but other than that, I know it's not New Year's yet. That's all I know. I know we ain't singing tonight. That's all I know. But what a time for real. Hey, I ain't going to battle, all right? I'm sitting this one out. I'm sitting this one out. Alright. Oh, I ain't supposed to know? Well, yo, give me like a cool sword or a katana or something. Give me something I could work with. A battle axe. Thor's the New Year's in the springtime. Hey, well, then I'm hibernating. Let me know when it's time to come out. So the reason why I got this up here is because I wanted to talk about this Superman movie that's coming out. I want a katana too. I do want a katana. I want all ninja stuff. I want ninja swords. I want all of that. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this Superman real quick is because, as in James Gunn said, like I saw a post yesterday saying that Matt Reeves. Okay, so Matt Reeves is the dude that's making the Batman suit, right? The Batman. Now, long story short, the Batman first movie was already when James Gunn took over DC, basically. So essentially, we had the Batman a couple years ago. We just had to show the Penguin. Like, when are we getting this Batman sequel? And he's like, "Oh, the script ain't done yet." And we like, yo, what's up? Why can't we get this script? And what's happening is this Batman movie is supposed to be like an Elseworlds thing, and now they're trying to figure out how to put it into this Superman world that they're creating, which is a problem because it's supposed to be its own thing, and now because the Batman is so successful, now they're trying to turn around and mix it in with their Superman, and it don't fit together. Like it's two totally different things. And now here we are dealing with this. Instead of them rebooting Batman again for the 15,000th time. So I don't know. So one, people are unhappy. The script is done, but it's being delayed because they're trying to work this Batman storyline into the Superman, which comes out. Superman Legacy comes out next year. Other than that, if you haven't seen the trailer um, for Superman, I would definitely say check out my reaction that I did. Let's see, what did I do? I did it on YouTube. So, if you go to YouTube, on YouTube and TikTok, I got like 3 videos on TikTok. I have no idea how to use it. Um, this is me going around the block to get to something. Anyway, I did um, to the Superman trailer. You can check it out. I got 604 views on here. I got like maybe 600 something on TikTok. So I'm super happy. I guess it's my most viral video. But it's kind of weird because it's like all of these 604 people, and I probably only know 20 of them. It's scary. So it's like you don't know who's watching you. But anyway, this was my honest reaction to the Superman trailer. Um, Go ahead and check it out. I wish I knew about this whole Batman and all of that stuff before they put it in there. But you getting the exclusive how I feel about it right now. Go ahead. Let me check my internet real quick. I'm gonna leave y'all on with the music, and I'll be right back. I promise it won't be long. Give me 1 second. Okay. So is this still working? All right. I was trying to see if I could hardwire into this, but it don't look like I got that type of setup. So we all good. Also, how was everybody's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of that good stuff? Did y'all have a good little holiday break? Did y'all have to work? Did y'all get to take a break? Are y'all retired and ain't got to worry about that? Is anybody like me and don't know what day it is? Cheers to y'all. all that. Yep, yep. Salutations and all of that. First of all, there's no shots fired, bro. I mean, if you ain't got shit to do, I'm happy for you. Shit, I wish I didn't have shit to do. Low key, I was on vacation. So I don't know what day it is. I just woke up. I just woke up. Okay, we doing stuff. Okay, we got to eat today. All right, we ate, and it was time to go to sleep. That's it. So I kind of know today is Sunday. Like I said, I don't even know what the date is. All of this is confusing. Um, Also, by the way, if y'all didn't know, I started a new uh, IG page, which is my other IG page, but we're not gonna talk about that. But on this page, I post all the stuff, all the fun toy, action figure, collectible stuff. Um, you know, share that stuff. If there's stuff you see, you could let me know and send it to me, and I can. This was from yesterday. We were in Bucky's, passing through, and this was the first time we were in Bucky's during like a holiday season. So I didn't know that they do an actual like theme and stuff, and sell clothing and all of that stuff. Um, so if you've never been to a Bucky's, this is not a paid sponsorship. Check out Bucky's. I think they got the best bathrooms in America, especially when you're on the road. So, um, but yeah, check out my merch watch page. Um, I appreciate y'all that are tapped in, and tapped in on the Midwatch Live page. Working on a new logo for the year, new little color scheme. Maybe able to get some merch and all of that good stuff going this year. So I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, so we are going to do. This is going to be on a tier list. I was up all night last night crafting this beautiful tier list of different words instead of the letters and color backgrounds. And I went to go plug up my laptop before I crashed out and realized I never plugged it in. Never plugged it in. So all of that just went away. But luckily I saved my work. So I was able to keep the icons and everything for the movies. And then I got the TV show. So I am not going to try to make this super long. Would definitely love to discuss this stuff with y'all. This is straight up from 2024 stuff. So if it was a show that started last year in the new season, it's not on this list. If it was like part two of a movie and only part two came out this year, that's on the list. As far as like shows and stuff, if it was stuff that started last year, depending upon how far into the year this list, but after the new year, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like one of wrapping up all of the stuff that is like leftovers. That's what I'm gonna call it, leftovers. The stuff that started this year, especially like November, December, and still got episodes that won't finish until like January. So in January, I will do a video to cover all of that stuff. So if it's not done, if it ain't done by today, it's not on the list. I was able to binge watch Squid Game. That's not on this list because it already had a season that started before this. So we're gonna start with movies, If this takes way too long, I will let y'all vote and let me know if y'all want to keep going or if y'all want me to do a part 2 tomorrow. Because I know people got lives and stuff to get back to. The way I'm gonna do it is it's in no super order. I'm going to pick out one of the movies and I'm gonna just put it on the list or on the tier, depending upon how I felt about it. Let's see if I can do this presentation. See if it won't mess up. Messed up. This is why I saved my work, people. This is why. Alright. Alright, so for those of you that have never seen a tier list, it obviously goes in ABC order, but S is supposed to be a tier above A, so you would think like A plus. I've tried to do research what S stands for. There's no like direct term of what it means. It doesn't mean like supreme or standard or satisfactory or nothing like that. They just have the S tier up there, and that's just like A plus. I will eventually have my own kind of tier nomenclature, but for sake of time, I'm just gonna go with that. So A is, run of the mill, like like yo, that was a good. But S is gonna be like those top tier, like forever cemented, goated type things. All right, so this is Inside Out 2. I watched this for the first time the other day. Even though it came out like earlier this year. And for those that have seen Inside Out 1, it's basically like the main character is older, and she has new emotions that she has to learn to deal with. So, team 1, let's call team A, is dealing with the new people coming in trying to take over, including Anxiety, who is this orange little creature up there. And it was a good watch. I'm not mad at it at all. You know, I recommended it to some people if they were gonna watch it on like a plane ride. I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna put this on the A tier. It was just a good movie. That now, next movie. This is Aliens Romulus. So for those of you that are familiar with the Aliens franchise, essentially this is a movie in between Alien and Alien, so it's technically between the first and second movie, but it kind of takes place outside of those characters and they have their own characters, and um, but they're still dealing with alien-esque stuff going on. And it was a really good movie. It was a really good movie. It made me go back and watch all of the other Alien movies because I've never seen those before. Um, and I like for me, and this is a whole other debate we could have, but Aliens is the sequel, which most people like better than Alien, the first one, and I actually like Aliens 3 better than Aliens. So this one, I am going to put a straight A. It was just a solid movie. The only issue that I had was the ending, but I loved it so much that I went and it's a solid movie. Now, this next movie, Quiet Place. I've never seen. I've never seen any of the Quiet Places. I know this is to all of that. So I don't know. And then Raj, to answer your question, superior. There's no determination what that S stands for. It's just basically what we think it is. So yeah, I will go with um, I will go with Superior. Um, Ty, what do you in your stream, or are you just saying like in and out on certain movies? I know internet be spotty out there in the boonies. Um, but with this day one, or this Quiet Place day one, I thought it was a solid movie. It did make me want to go back and go binge watch all of the other Quiet Place movies. But this on its own with Lupita was solid. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a B. Still no issues with it. Bad Boys for Life. Uh, which what number is this? Oh, okay, Ty, I hear you. Um, it's three. Is this 3 or 4? Oh yeah, right. And there was this whole controversy. I don't know. At this point, I'm not. I don't care about the Bad Boys. There was a TV show that had came out not too a couple years ago with Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba that was pretty solid. Um, but as far as this movie, I don't know anything I could live without it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this mid, um, and just so it doesn't get confusing, I'll just call this mid. So y'all know it was just mid. All right. The next one was Beetlejuice. Actually go back because of this and watch the original that I never really watched. I thought the original was pretty solid, and this was unnecessary. There was no point in doing this, and I do appreciate Michael Keaton trying to come back and make some money, but this one. So when you say, "Oh, this Bad Boy movie in particular," what Bad Boy movie? What Bad Boy movie was good for you? Was too good for you? Um, that sounded weird, but I think 2 was the one with Gabrielle Union in it. I think I like that one better than I like the first one, for me personally. But yeah, this one was just unnecessary. It's not. It's just mid. Beetlejuice is just trash. Yeah, we tapped out on Beetle. I feel you. I feel you. Like there was no. You know what's bothering me is all of these movies are just made without magic anymore. And I know that sounds crazy, but there was like movie magic that they used to have, and this ain't it. And speaking of without movie magic, we move on to Beverly Hills um, 4, which was a whole nother thing that I had to search the world around to try to find the first 3 movies. So this was Axel F, and this was just straight up trash. They could have did better with the storyline between Axel and his daughter. Um, it was just trash. Uh, Certain people I watched it with fell asleep. It's just unnecessary. First is a classic, and 2 was good. Everything after those 2 is just an insult to insult people's intelligence. And matter of fact, you're right. That's what it was. Number 3 was when they were in. Yeah, it was a money grab. And you're right. It was when they were in Miami. That's what it was. And oh boy, found out he had a son. It was just unnecessary. But ironically enough, it came out right before the Super Bowl happened. So they had the Black Eyed Peas had did songs on their album, and then the Super Bowl was when they were in Florida and they had Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. That's memorable. I remember that phase of life, but no, that wasn't. The movie itself wasn't good, but the music was good. Um, Now, speaking of good, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all gotta check out this Blink Twice from Zoe Kravitz. Um, directed it, but this was a very good movie. And this was right before all of the Diddy stuff came out, and then like everything about Diddy came out, and it was almost like she was writing a tell-all about what was going on. So if y'all haven't checked it out, I definitely highly recommend this. Check it out. And I'm not saying if you 3 or 4 times, but it's definitely worth checking out one time. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is a classic. The first BHC, we're calling it BHC, okay, is very good. Yeah, 3 was ridiculous. That was in like an amusement park. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just bad because it's like all of our legendary people have to go ahead and like remake all of these movies, right? Like look at the list already, right? You got Eddie Murphy trying to redo Beverly Hills Cop. You got Martin and Will doing Bad Boys, right? And then you got a couple of other ones on here. Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton redoing that. It's sad that we can't just get them trying to cash grab on all of these oldies, man. And not all of them are oldies but goodies. Some of them are just oldies, bro. And speaking of a movie that will never be hopefully they don't ever bring Kristen Dunst out to do any of this ever again. This Civil War movie was just a lie from the beginning. They marketed it like it was gonna be like this world war or America divided and all of this stuff. And it was trash, bro. It was super trash. So I'm not even gonna talk about it. Just don't watch it. Just don't even waste your time. Jim Carrey point blank said he made Sonic 3 because he needs the money. You know what? Yeah. And they were like, but he did say, from what I read, he did say that if a director came with a good it was either Ace Ventura or The Mask. If they came to him with a good script, he might consider it. But yeah, I mean, all of them probably do need money, bro. Especially post COVID, these dudes probably do need money. You ain't lying. And speaking of somebody else that needed some money, still is Hugh Jackman with Deadpool. Some people liked the movie, some people hated the movie, some people felt like it was unnecessary. And for me, it was a great movie. I loved watching it. I watched it twice, back to back, almost. And I will probably watch it again this year or this coming year. For me, I'm gonna put this on S tier. And if you don't like it, you can fight me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, if you don't think that Deadpool 3 a solid movie, why don't you go ahead and tell me what movie I put out here on the tier already that's better than this? Nothing, right? So, what movie out here is superior to this that y'all went out of your way to go watch it? Probably none of it, right? So, for me, I'm gonna put it up there. It's my S tier, and it is what it is. Now, Damsel was a movie that I was looking forward to because it stars the girl from what is it? Stranger Things. And I think she just got like an all around everything. And I had say high hopes, but I had mid tier hopes for this, and it was just trash. So I know she got a couple of other things that may be a little bit better than this, but that overall was trash. I don't want to fight you, but putting Deadpool and Wolverine on S tier is sad. Okay, well, I mean, this is a list of 2024, not of all time. You know, there's not too many movies that are up here, bro. Sorry. Now, is this Infinity, Endgame, Black Panther? No, but I mean the stuff that they put in here, you know, and being able to pay homage to Blade and Elektra and Johnny Storm and all of that stuff, bro. Like, it was good, you know. Call it a cash grab. You can say, um, for me, it was an S tier. Now, this movie right here is a movie that I thought that was gonna be good, which was Fall, and it. I don't know what happened, but it didn't meet expectations. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it mid. And I felt bad because I really wanted it to be better than it was. And it was, you know, based on an old TV show that's as old that I've never seen. But, you know, with Ryan Gosling, you know, Emily Blunt, you thought it was going to be good, and it just wasn't that good. Furiosa. Now, this had high hopes because of the other Mad Max movies. I was never into Mad Max like that, so I kind of watched this as a one-off. So I have nothing else to compare this to, just other movies that happened this year. Um, and I felt like my first watch, I fell asleep on it. And then the second time I went back and it was boring. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this mid. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was mid. I mean, just was a cash grab. I don't like what they're doing with the franchise, and it has nothing to add to it. Now, Raj probably thinks that this Denzel Washington, and it is S tier, but I will not put this S tier down. Gladiator, sure. Gladiator was at least an A. I'm gonna just put this as a B, bro. This was just okay. Um, there was a lot of issues I had with the movie, especially with some choices that Denzel made. Um, but those are my own personal biases. If you watched it and you loved it, I'm happy for you. I think I put this up to a poll. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Put it up to a poll. Don't judge me for what's on my timeline. All right. Also, side note, if y'all haven't been checking this out, I do put polls up, and I did put a poll up for Gladiator, and which Gladiator movie will be a bigger box office hit? And everyone said the first Gladiator out of 19 people. But I feel like that's just the census of all people. But yeah, to Roger's point, this was a C, and everyone else in the movie was trash. I agree. And then they brought in other people. They brought in other people from the original that they thought was going to make it better, and it didn't. It is what it is. Now, Raj, I wonder if you've seen this movie. This is for me, it was a little slow, but some people like slow. Not bad. This movie, Heretic, was an interesting movie. I do recommend if you. I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year, but it is different. and it deserves to be watched. So I will put it up as a B. If I'm not gonna put this as mid, no, I'm not gonna put it as trash, but I will put it as mid for me. And honestly, I'm not sure who it was for. That's why I'm just gonna put it up there. Now, obviously, Joker was the first one with Joaquin Phoenix was a great movie. It's probably cemented up there in great movies. But I did not rewatch this, even though I kept saying I was going to rewatch it. And this was not as great as everyone expected it to be. So I'm going to give it a mid. I don't want to put it in trash just yet. I don't think it's as bad as these movies, but there was a lot left to be desired. I definitely think you should check out Heretic, Raj. I definitely think you should watch it over Joker. Movie, and Joker wasn't, and that's what the problem is. Talk about another cash grab. You can see a lot of these, man. Most of these things are remakes. Oh man, remakes and sequels. I got like 2 up here that aren't, maybe 3 that aren't remakes or sequels. But this Planet of the Apes one, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it was trash. I don't even know. Everyone knows Caesar. Like everyone knows the name Caesar. I don't even know dude's name. Like it was just weird. Craven was trash because it doesn't deserve to be anything but trash. Just there was nothing there that I needed from it, along with its sister, Madam Web. Now, I do want to point out somebody said that they should have had Craven going around getting all of the people that Sony had made movies of. So like he should have went around getting Venom. You know, he could have went around getting Morbius. He could have had ran into Madam Web and all of that because they didn't put Spider-Man in it, and it probably would have been better. And I agree with that. But because Sony in general just didn't lock down to like one vision, it's just all trash. And they're obviously they got one more movie that came out this year that you can guess where that's gonna go. All right, Monkey Man is a interesting movie. It is one of those movies where Patel, this is his movie. He made his own movie to star in. I was having a conversation last night about this movie and where this falls. And, you know, some people from some other channels feel like this is S tier. But there were some bad parts of this, like that I can't deny. I'm not going to ignore. It could have been better. There was a lot to improve on. And maybe if somebody was going to invest in him to make a sequel, maybe it would be better. My theory is if they put this on like Netflix, like if he got like Netflix or like HBO Max or somebody behind him, then maybe it would be better. But he needs something to support this. But there was, besides the action, there was a lot left to be desired. This is not a Slumdog Millionaire movie. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this as a B. To be kind to everyone. No spoilers, please. Yeah, Monkey Man does have bad parts. It's still better than DNW. And they have more money to make their movie. But it wasn't just, they didn't just have more money, they had fans behind them. They already had an established group of people and loyalists behind it. And India stand up behind him. maybe it would have did better globally. Where is he from? UK, right? So maybe if he had the UK stand up, but UK is hard. It's hard to crack, bro. Having fans doesn't mean that a movie is well made and written. And this one wasn't well written. I don't know. Maybe next time to pay into it, maybe it'll be better. Um, Next up we have Mufasa, which is a prequel to The Lion King, which is a live action remake of Lion King that we all grew up on. And I'm actually gonna call it a sequel because they're obviously push forward the third movie, um, and it's not worth explaining. But I'm not even gonna call this a prequel. I think it's just a sequel with a prequel story in it. Either way, it was trash. Let's just go ahead and make that trash. Now, Rod, you want to talk about a movie being well made and well written, right? You're right. No one asked for Mufasa. If anything, I stand on that everyone wanted the Scar movie, and there's no way that the people that wrote The Lion King thought that this was going to be Scar's story. Like if you want to look at the Lion King franchise like Star Wars, where they just start in the middle, there's no way that they wrote Lion King with the idea of this Mufasa storyline being the origin story or the prequel. Um, and it's kind of sad that they're trying to Star Wars this franchise when we don't like it and we want cartoons. We don't want these live action anythings. Um, to the point of um, and well written, Piano Lesson is a movie that is based on a play that has been staged with different. Samuel L. Jackson was in it and different actors, and so it has a fan base to it and a following to it, and I think that it's worth watching. Um, does it get a little sluggish in the middle? A little bit, yeah, but I'm gonna put it up here, saying that it's worth watching. It is definitely worth watching, especially reign of Hollywood. I think this was a good movie. Rebel Moon. It's too much to explain, but Zack Snyder made this movie thinking that this was gonna be his Star Wars franchise. He made the first one, then he brought the second part out, then he made it. So I'm going to be. This is off the strength of the whole caboodle. This Star Wars Zack Snyder movie was trash. Period. Don't watch the director's cut. You're not gonna get anything. Now, another movie that people didn't really not watch because it was on Netflix, but I think it being a Netflix level movie made this a stronger watch is Rebel Ridge, right? Now the actor that plays in this movie, which I'll Google in a minute, his name is Aaron Pierre. He's tapped to maybe play Jon Stewart coming up for the Green Lantern movies. Overall, I think it was a good movie. I definitely think you should watch it. There's some funny parts. There's some sad parts. Shout out Um, uh, hopefully we get that interview going on soon. But Rebel Ridge was a good movie, bro. And let me see. I think his name is Aaron Pierre. My only issue with this guy, he's 30, he's 6'3", he got a good hairline. I'm cool with him. He was in Mufasa, whatever. He wasn't old. That was a crazy movie. Um, this dude is not American. He's an English actor. And the only reason I say that is because we need more Black American actors. We need Denzel needs his replacement, right? Will Smith is going out the window. Um, we need more Black American actors. That's all I'm asking for. But either way, he's a good actor. This was a good role for him starring in this movie. Check out Rebel Ridge from Netflix. This Red One movie is a conversation I had with my cousin Tammy earlier. That households are divided over this movie. Um, I will put this as mid. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it. You know you're gonna watch it. You know what to expect when you go to watch it. You're not going into this thinking that this is gonna be the next Santa Claus. Now, are they going to this movie with The Rock and Chris Evans in it? More than likely. Should they? Will they? Probably. But either way, this was a mid movie, and if you had doubts about watching it, I would just skip it altogether. Why does Hollywood like Black British actors except John Boyega? Wait. Okay, that's a two-part question. Are you saying Hollywood doesn't like John Boyega? One, and two, what's the answer to your question? Why does Hollywood love Black British actors? Right? Because I mean, we ain't talking about TV shows, but your boy, um, your boy Idris in the Stringer Bell. Didn't know this dude was British until Luther isn't that bad. But anyway, we're not talking about TV shows. But either way, it is a question, but you're trying to make it a rhetorical question. You trying to make it a rhetorical question. Whatever. Moving on. Okay, this movie, the Saturday Night Live movie. I think it's called Saturday Night. Yeah, it's called Saturday Night. It's not trash, but it was pretty mid. It was pretty mid. If you are I grew up on In Living Color and Mad TV. I didn't grow up on Saturday Night Live. It wasn't that funny to me. If you're a Saturday Night Live loyalist, then you may love this movie. For me, I watched it with no biases, and it was just okay. Speaking of rankings and leaving stuff up to voting, I did put out on my community page, and it's still open, so you can vote. What was the best comedy sketch show of the 90s? And majority of people put In Living Color, but almost as equally they put Mad TV out of 76 votes. So this was voted on people that I don't even know, right? That I probably don't even know personally, and they still voted on it, and that people still said In Living Color and Mad TV. So I don't know where all the loyalists for Saturday Night Live is, but they ain't over here. I do want to watch Saturday Night just to see how much of a jerk Chevy Chase was behind the scenes. I don't. You're not gonna get that though. I think if you go into this, it's movie Saturday Night is a comedy, and it's like I don't know what to compare it to, but it's like it's like the hour leading up to their first taping, and everything is going wrong. So you're gonna get hints of characters, but you're not gonna get like a full origin story, if that makes sense. So I mean, watch it at your own risk. You know what I mean? I didn't put it in the trash, but just don't go into it with high expectations. And Living Color is S tier, and everything is just mid. Mad TV is good, bro. I don't the like before Key and Peele, and I have nothing against Key and Peele, but the seasons before Key and Peele on Mad TV are goated. It is what it is. I don't care because they were the only show going against Saturday Night Live, and it was great. And I grew up on it, and I don't care. That's how I feel. In Living Color is S tier though. Okay, so this movie, they're not good. And I hate to try to put Adam in the box, but it's just not great. So, do not watch this movie. Maybe it's for people that get that smoke trees or something. I have no idea. But don't waste your time. And it was a Netflix movie, which it was bad as a Netflix movie. So just don't watch it. He has way too many other good movies for you to waste your time on this. Now this Subservience movie is crazy. Um, and you know what? It's one of those things. I mean, you see where it's rated at. It might be one of those cult classic movies, bro. And I mean, she's definitely fallen off a cliff. So this isn't a well acted movie, but there's some stuff in here. Think about some stuff. So I'm not gonna put it as trash. I'll put it as mid because if you watch it, you watch it. I mean, it's definitely interesting though. I don't probably don't watch a lot of movies like this, but definitely haven't seen a lot of movies like it either. The Killer, like talking about British actors. I'm gonna just put this as a B, but The Killer start two people. I think the chick is French. Not this one. This one. This the girl from Game of Thrones. She's British. They're saying so he's French. Omar Sy is French. Now Omar plays in a show that's actually pretty good. Lupin. It's like he's like a thief. It's pretty good. He is Senegalese, but he's from France. So they have him speaking French. So I know like not a lot of people watched this movie because they probably didn't even hear about it. I mean, it's worth checking out. Like if you ain't got nothing else to watch, especially like you want a movie with two main black actors. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I mean, hell, if you're gonna watch Monkey Man, you might as well watch that. Okay, now this movie Subservience, again, I don't watch a lot of like horror movies, and it's not a horror movie. It's more of a psychological thriller. But it's also like a body horror movie with Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, Dennis Quaid is in it. This movie's crazy. Horror sci it speaks volumes about um, Hollywood and the lengths that people will go to stay beautiful. Um, and I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna put it up here. Like it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely worth watching one time. It's crazy. Like it's not great, but I'm gonna put it here. It's not great. It's not great, but it's worth watching one time. It's crazy what they do with it, and I think it was a bold choice for Demi Moore. You know, like she's on the what do they say, on the other side of the sun or something? What do they say? What's that phrase? Um, 62. You know, it was crazy that she put herself out there, but I mean, it was a good watch, man. Especially on something that I don't normally watch. Like I recommend it. The killer put me to sleep within the first 10 minutes. Yeah, but you have a weird sleeping pattern, and if you wasn't an insomniac, like it wouldn't be that bad. So he's talking about the killer. It was the killer's good. I don't care. I didn't goat it. But I mean, it was worth watching. Like you want to talk about? Look at the team that I have this on with the killer, with the substance, with Monkey Man, with Heretic, with Gladiator, with Day One. I mean, if you might find something in here that you like. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Trap is a good movie, but it was a M. Night Shyamalan movie, and M. Night Shyamalan, and everything you see from the trailer of how they everything that you get from the trailer, you think you're gonna get, that they ruin it. They ruin it. Now, Transformers. What is this one? Something. Is it Transformers 1? That was a good movie. It ain't great, but it is a good movie, and it's a good origin story. Now, I think some people, Transformers 1. I think some people are gonna be like kind of on the fence about it because it's a cart or a animation, but there's some solid writing in here. All the characters are well developed. It's a good origin story. I know a lot of you are waiting for this twist to come out. You just go ahead and put this as trash. Don't waste your time. Venom, you know that this is S tier. Now I'm just playing. It is trash. I keep hearing good things about Transformers 1. I think you should. And that's why I'm doing this, because a lot of people aren't watching these movies. Literally heard a pin drop, so I hope I don't fall. It's a good movie. A lot, like some of these are movies that you may have heard of or you didn't know what to think of or whatever. Transformers 1 was a good movie. I did see that they were selling like the leader matrix thing. I'm not that heavy into Transformers yet to go out and buy Transformers stuff, but I thought about it. The matrix of leadership or whatever it was called. It's pretty dope. Yeah, and Venom was trash. Now, Wild Robot I actually watched the other day, and I didn't know anything about it. I just watched, like, at least I know with Transformers, I know what to think about this. Wild, it's a good movie to watch. If you especially, like, so, not to give it away, but Wild Robot ends up in the forest by accident, and literally starts, and you would think that it would be a bad or like a missable movie, and it was a solid movie. I didn't cry, right? It wasn't Hero 6. It wasn't Hero 6, but I mean, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Especially like if you're a mom, man, there's some solid moments in that. Wolf's Brad Pitt and George Clooney, you can't go wrong with them. I'm gonna enjoy it, but I think just looking at what else it is, I mean, you may or may not watch it, but I mean, I think it's a good easy watch. You may not never rewatch it again, but it was a solid movie. It was a funny movie, and I love Brad Pitt and George Clooney together, man. They just they go together like peanut butter and jelly. So on this list for the movies is Moana 2. It's probably goated forever. Um, Moana 2 it's mid, which is unfortunate. But a lot of these sequels for movies like this and Frozen, they're not going to be great. So I know they're working on live action Moana with the Rock actually being in it. 2026. Shit looks crazy. That looks crazy. Yeah, this looks crazy. Ew. When they tried to make Maui look the most unrock ever, and they were like, "Now we're gonna make the Rock look like Maui." Please, not him with braids. Ugh. Yeah, man. Brad Pitt and George Clooney, they go together. They are a great pairing. So it was a good, easy watch, and that was it. So, are there any movies that I missed? I'm telling you, I may have watched some stuff that I didn't put on here. This was a pretty big list. Can you think of anything else that came out this year that I didn't see? The Rock is was never my guy. The Rock is not. Was there any? I mean, and then there's stuff that comes out on all these platforms. You got stuff that comes on HBO Max. You got stuff that comes out on Netflix. Was there any other movie that came out this year, 2024? Dune 2. That's crazy. I can't believe I forgot that. You're right. I can't believe I forgot that. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking about going back to try to watch Doom Prophecy, and I can't believe I forgot this movie. Dune 2, I'm gonna put up here. S tier, bro. For the year, absolutely. And Yo, I know this sounds crazy, but I got to watch like that big war scene in VR. It's the best. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Like when they start making full feature movies in VR, bro. Like not 3D, like in VR. It's gonna be a game changer, bro. It's gonna be a game changer. The best cinematography, hands down, of 2024. They had the budget, but yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up there, bro. Man, it was a good movie. I mean, and the story is so simple, but like the relationships that they build in that movie, the relationships with Zendaya and Timothy. You know you messed up. You know you messed up when you got Zendaya looking at you like this. Crazy scene. Crazy scene. She went from looking at you like this, bro, to like, yeah, everything's great. I'm gonna have your babies. So I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, bro. Good movie. That was a really good movie. Thank you for reminding me. I'm a VR guy, but I would pay money to watch a movie like Doom in VR. That's what I'm saying. I would too. I mean, look, man, I can't even express to y'all how much like VR is like changing everything. But like basketball in VR is crazy. Like it's an experience. But being able to watch like certain scenes in VR, man. I watched the lightsaber, the from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show when him and Darth Vader had their little one-on-one. I watched that in VR. Like, I mean, I would pay just to watch scenes of movies in VR. It's crazy. It's crazy. Is that it? Is there any other movies I missed? I mean, this was a lot of movies, bro. It's been a crazy year. No, I didn't watch no Diddy documentaries or anything. I didn't watch any documentaries, so it's gonna come. And then also, what bothers me is they don't be number one movie. Fury, I'm not a Mad Max fan at all, even the Mel Gibson one. Yeah, not even, not even. Yeah, I mean, I really like I have a list. I have a watch list that I maintain on my phone, and what I would like to do is maybe put it up on a blog or something, um, for people to just have access to. So you guys, hell, it might be just a long running tier list. I don't. Um, but yeah, that's one of my goals for 2025 is to have a long running tier list for all of you, and then it'll probably be a year. I don't know. Gotta see. Um, how you think I should do or you think I should just save that one for tomorrow? Trying to see. Been live for about an hour, which isn't that bad. But what do you think? You think I should I'm a um y'all could jam out to some I feel like the same song been playing over and over. I don't even know. Let me switch up the music. I applaud you for watching all these movies from all these different. I know, right? Even from genres that I wouldn't normally watch, which is the crazy part. But I do appreciate that. And I mean, some of these movies are movies I would absolutely watch. Um, but a lot of these aren't movies that I would refill my cup. Y'all talk amongst yourselves and see what y'all want me to do. These are the TV shows. Definitely not as a long of a list as the movies, and I'm glad we got to knock that out. So y'all go ahead and talk. I'll be right back. I love y'all. Alright, I'm back. Give me 1 second. Sound like, oh man. If you're still in here, put a 1 in the chat. Just trying to get see what we got going on. See 4, 5. Alright. Like if they don't have like a login, they can't add to the comments, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and what'd you name, Raj? Should we just knock this out? I tried to look at the football schedule to see if there were any good games. Like as if I really know. But it didn't look it didn't seem like there were any good games anyway. Oh, speaking of that, did anybody watch the daggone the NFL game on Netflix? I don't even know how many. Hell yeah, there were good games, or hell yeah, it was a good choice. Because Lions, Niners, Falcons, Commanders. I mean, they at halftime, so we could get this done by halftime. All right, cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and move this over here so I don't get confused. Now, yeah, that's what I thought, bro. I tried to be mindful, and then I was like, I don't want to run into the NFL Monday Night Football games. All right, so here we go. This is interesting. This is all right. So Agatha all along. Let me see. Hold on. Let me change this to mid. Agatha all along. It's hard for me to rate this because I feel like it was unnecessary. And it wasn't necessarily bad. I just didn't need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the B. If you skip this all together, you're not gonna miss anything. You're not gonna miss anything. So forget it. It's a B. That's where I'm going with it. Now, Avatar, the live action was good. I liked it. And okay, what's your question about Agatha? What's your question about Agatha? The only thing I can't see is if you're typing. But I am assuming you are. Why are Okay, so technically, Scarlet Witch is a witch, but she is the daughter of Magneto, and obviously the sister of what's the speed dude's name? Wanda is Pietro. I don't know what his real thing is, but she is the daughter of Magneto. So it's not so for her. She's not her own like one-off like character that came out of nowhere. Listen, I don't make the rules. That this is why I'm a DC fan. Okay, everything in the DC makes sense. But yes, so but he don't know that's a daughter. It's a long story. That's why if you like in this movie when they not this one, but the other one with the dude, it's it right before he ran around in the kitchen in Days of Future Past and had that iconic scene, and he was talking to dude and didn't realize that that was his dad. Just like I know I'm getting off track. They had a which is crazy. So it's like an Easter egg thing, right? Just like when Nightcrawler, what's the old girl's name? Um, dang. What's her name? What's this girl's name? Mystique. Nightcrawler. And then this scene. This is his mom. Anyway. So I don't know. This is the way Marvel writes stuff. Right? Like this is his mom, but then technically Mystique was really his dad because the other chick gave birth. It's just Marvel stuff, bro. But yeah, I don't know. So Agatha is a witch that and then there's different covens of witches. But really what she does is she siphons off like other people's powers, and that's how she stays alive. And that's what she was trying to do to Wanda in WandaVision. And now she got her own show, her backstory. But really in the Marvel comics, she was like a good person that was like a mentor to Wanda's kids. So yeah, you can put all of that together. Why? Because it's Marvel. Um, Now, why is Disney pushing so hard on these singing witches this year? I have no idea because that's what the acolyte was, a bunch of singing witches in Star Wars. I don't know, but I think she's only relevant to Wanda's kids, and that's what they're trying to drive at. And then after that, Avatar: The Last Airbender live action was way better than the movie that came out. And Night Shyamalan. So yeah, this is definitely something a good thing to watch. And obviously, there's going to be more seasons. Keep up with the cartoon. Baby Reindeer was crazy. Um, this is a hard watch. It's hard to binge watch this, and they don't need a sequel. So I'm gonna just put this down there. The Batman Cape Crusader was mid, and as the Bat fan, I can say that. Um, they just all of these like villains that they had. And the thing is, now you don't know what's important and not important in this Matt Reeves. Nah, shut up. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Right? I mean, that's a relevant question. But my thing is, DC has Marvel beat except for when they do dumb stuff like this, and you like, what the hell is going on? So it's just bad on both fronts, bro. That's all. Um, yeah, so you can go ahead and miss this Batman Cape Crusader and be okay. Now I know on the side they're making this, but I'm not gonna review that until the Leftovers live, which should be because it started this year, but it doesn't end until next year. Bodkin, if you ain't got nothing else to watch, it's like I forgot why, but dude is like he goes to Ireland and then he starts trying to help them uncover a mystery. But if you're kind of like familiar with dude's humor, it's kind of that's his humor in this type of show. Kind of like solve like a mystery or something. Yeah. All right, Dark Matter was a decent show. Um, Kind of predictable, but I mean it's a good watch. It's a good watch, at least for the majority of it. So if you need something to watch. That's something I recommend. It's different. It's pretty different. A good girl's guide to murder is mid. But then again, I don't know who that's for. I don't know if that's for older people or teenage people or whatever. It was on Netflix, so whatever. Um, Chaos is this show. It's about like the Greek gods and stuff. This was an interesting show. Um, it was its own thing. It was its own thing, um, and it got canceled after one season. But I thought it was pretty good. So if you need something to binge, I mean that's a decent binge, and it's pretty different. Now Monarch is about like the people that work with like the people that work to find the monsters in the Godzilla verse. I really like this show. It was a really good show. I don't know if they're gonna do a season 2 or not, but it's supposed to tie into Godzilla. Damn, I didn't review that. Godzilla X Kong. I forgot to put that to list that. Um, but I really did like that show, and they did have a good budget behind it, and they did show monsters and all of that. It was a good show. It was a good show. Ripley was kind of mid. That was based off the show or the movie The Talented Mr. Ripley, and they made it into like a show. It's all in black, and Dakota Fanning is in it, and I don't know how many shows she's in, but it was good to kind of see her on screen But overall, the show is kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie. Try Chaos, and I love Greek mythology, and it just made me mad. Watch one episode and refuse to watch the rest. What was that? What was the Greek god show with Orlando Bloom? Not Orlando Bloom. Brown, right? Orlando Brown. Not Orlando Brown. American. One season of this, and then I was out. So I get it. Like some of this stuff is kind of like it's it's either on or it's not. So I get it. And maybe sometimes stuff needs to be one season and then left alone. So, if you ever go back to watch it, you know that there's not going to be a season 2. You could just kind of appreciate it for what it is or not, and let it be a standalone. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Sugar. This was leading up to the Penguin with Colin Farrell. And it was so bad that I thought that I was going to hate the Penguin, which is crazy to think about now. So, good part about American Gods was Orlando Brown, and they fired him. There you go. It is Orlando Brown, right? It was Orlando Brown. Orlando Jones. Half the name right. There you go. All right, so The Gentleman was like a Netflix comedy. I don't know about that. Drama, yeah. I don't know if I can. It's just his own. The Gentleman was a B. If you watch it, if you watch it. If you don't, you don't. But it is what it is. If you need something to watch, but it was okay. Now the Madness pissed me the hell off. You're saying it was good? I mean, maybe I just don't remember it. All I remember is the farm. I remember the scene with the dads and the gun. And I remember they tried to steal the car. But I don't know. Not a lot else was memorable. I remember what happened in that library study or whatever you want to call it. But it wasn't great. Like I didn't leave that show like, man, I can't wait till next season. The Madness was good up until episode 5, and then it dropped off a cliff. So I'm gonna just put that in the trash. Tomb Raider was mid. I had higher expectations for that. If you don't watch it, what it is, you ain't gonna miss nothing. Terminator 0 was a little bit better than that. It was pretty good. I mean, I'm not into some good stuff in there. A season 2, but I mean they went pretty deep in the lore with this, so I don't know, it'll be interesting. Guy Ritchie fan, and I like him on. dry dark humor and the Brits do it well. I mean, I guess, my guy. Um, I guess. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Nah, I'm gonna put Terminator's Dash. And if you need an explanation, my YouTube videos explaining that. I think my first short, nope, my first video was about Acolytes. Go check that out. If you now, Raj, did you see Vince Staples? Did you finish it? You want to talk different type of humor? I can't wait for them to come out. I can't wait for him to come out with a second season. Like this isn't like level, but this was a very funny show. This was almost up there with with Atlanta. You don't like Vince Staples? Okay. If you talk about dry humor, this is some other type of. This is like Atlanta humor. No Good Deed was kind of a miss. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that mid. Good about Echo was um, Daredevil and Fisk. Yeah, Fisk. Fisk made the like even with the Hawkeye show. Fisk is what makes these shows. Um, Shogun. You know what, bro? I didn't want to have, but looking back on the shows that we actually got this year, this was S tier television. Had me hooked. Couldn't wait till the next. I think I was just kind of disappointed with the ending, but I guess if I read the book, I would have known what ending it was gonna have. Now the only question is, are you excited for season 2? They're gonna have because they're definitely gonna. Hey, as long as you know what your thresholds are, you know what's gonna hook you and what's not. I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, worst case scenario, it'll be worse than the first one. I do, and I know you probably don't care, but I wish Old Boy was a black guy. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many black anime fans now. They need a black guy that lives in Japan. And you're welcome to come on my platform and rant about it all you want. That's what I want. I don't care about Shogun. This is what I want. Hell, I'll even take this. Is that too much to ask for? Now, Griselda was pretty decent. I did binge watch it. I liked how Sofia Vergara, um, like how she portrayed the character, how she embodied the character. I don't have too many complaints about it. It hooked me. I didn't know the story of Griselda. Didn't know where it was gonna go, what it was. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm as a bro. It was a decent watch for sure. If you like Narcos and all of that stuff, it wasn't that bad. I feel like it could have got crazier, but um, now Free Body Problem. I don't care what anybody feels about this show. This was a cat. This had so much potential to be its own great show. Um, and that's just my own biases, and I don't care. People could like it, people could love it. Now, if you really want to watch a good version of that, watch the Asian version of it. I'm not sure if it's Chinese or not, but it's on YouTube. I found it, and it came out first, and I think they did a better job of it. Griselda was good. Griselda was good, and yeah, I'm not gonna hate on it. It was a good show. Now that it ain't gonna make me go watch Narcos or nothing, but it was a good little watch, and it's over. Now, X is goaded automatically. I would damn near knock everything down one tier and put this above everything else. This is watch for the year, um, and I'm excited for more. Three Body Problem was a solid B for me. I am also a book reader, so I can override parts the Netflix version. That's fine. Um, I mean, they definitely put money into it. With the Three Body Problem, the little uh, I thought they were gonna make these, and I was gonna put this on the wall, but nah. It was too convoluted, bro. I mean, it probably don't need to be in the trash, but I don't care. I don't care. I've never seen Narcos. Never. Never watched it. I've heard people talk good about it. I don't watch a lot of like drug dealer stuff. So Narcos, Snowfall, I've never seen any of that stuff. Um, I'm surprised I watched The Wire, and I started watching The Wire when I was in college, and it was on HBO. But I think I started watching it because my friend was watching it, and I started watching it the season before the kids took over. Listen, at least I watched The Wire and I watched Breaking Bad. Can I? I mean, you're not gonna say Narcos is better than The Wire, are some stuff. But yeah, I started watching The Wire the season before the kids took over. So I think that was the season when Marlo took over. And then the season after that is when they focused on the kids, and then I was done after that. Um, and then I binge watched it uh, again before after that. I don't. You know what? I don't know. I've never seen Narcos. I've never seen the spinoff of Narcos, so I can't say either way if it's better than Breaking Bad. The Wire is the best show ever made. Of course, you like it, but Breaking Bad is good too. Like Breaking Bad is great television. You're crazy. I don't know. I've heard good things about Narcos. Maybe one day I'll watch it. January into February is supposed to be like a lull of TV content, so you never know what could happen. And I forgot what the Narcos spinoff is called. And what made Breaking Bad was so good that Better Call Saul was great. You know what I mean? Like even the spinoff was good. Narcos Mexico. I don't know. Maybe one day. We'll see. Fight Night was decent. And as much as I don't as much as Kevin Hart gets on my nerves, it was a nice little watch and it's better when you can binge it. And I'm gonna put that as a B. Now Fallout back. I'm gonna rearrange this. Okay. I watched this because a friend of mine decided to tell me and it could be better. So I'm gonna put it mid right now with potential to be better. Hopefully second season will be better. And if it's not, I'll never watch it again. I think that's fair. Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a good, solid watch. I'm gonna put that. Listen, Fallout is just amazing. You know what? All right, why don't you tell me? Tell me what you think Fallout is, and then I will tell you if it is or if it is not. Because you seem to have this bias of it is, and it and it may not be. So go ahead. What do you think it is? What is it that you think it is that? Did you watch that because I told you to watch that? Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was great. It was a good solid show. I don't need a season 2, but it was a good solid show. I don't care what. Oh my gosh, whatever, bro. Listen, I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here for you. Mr. Smith, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was good. I'm happy with my list. But if I could, think I can. I can. I can do it. And I'm gonna change the color. Nope. You knew it was coming. Oh. All right. And you don't have to watch it because I told you to watch it. The Penguin is the best show of the year, period. 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 There is no, and I loved X. I very much enjoyed Fallout, and I was cool with Shogun. But if you lock me in a room, I had to watch any other show over again. Penguin, hands down. I laughed, I cried, I got angry, I was shocked, I was mortified. Add a verb, that's what I was. HBO premium writing. I'm trying to use your words. HBO writing, top tier writing, and well made. Period. Cinematic gold. Penguin is prestige TV is not for me. I don't want to see him in Batman 2. I will take it. I will take it. You know what? I don't know if I spelled that right. Prestig. Yeah. Speaking of Prestige, is one of my favorite movies of all time. Anyway, yeah, I agree. And there's not, I can't really think of anything else on any other platform of television that came out this year. But yeah, man, 2025 is going to be interesting. So we are 2 hours. There you go. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for sticking it out. I know my internet be choppy. Improvements for next year. Trying to think of what I have planned. Like I said, so I'm gonna have the wrap up, the leftovers, and full circle bingeable. So all the shows that ended in 2024. I probably won't do a live on that. I'll probably just do but I will probably mid-January, maybe. Depends when stuff is over. But I will do a leftovers list of stuff that's in 2025. Can't believe it's almost 2025. It's almost a whole year has gone by so fast. So much stuff has happened. So much revelation has come to pass. And y'all have been here. You know, I do have let's see, my biggest live was the Batman cowl thing. That was the shorter video. My biggest short was definitely the Superman reaction. Um, biggest live was when I did the unboxing, and even though that was 2 hours and 40 minutes, bro, that was crazy. Um, but yeah, man, I do appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Um, and hopefully I can sleep until January 1st, man. Unless there's some new trailers or something that come. I don't know if I will make any other videos. Um, but I do wish y'all a very happy new year. And if there, like I said, I'm gonna put out my watch list somewhere somehow. But if there's stuff that I should be watching, let me know. Tag me and on Instagram or TikTok, YouTube, or uh, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends to let me know what they watching. Get me in Reddit posts and let me know what I need to be watching. And I will be here stronger, better than ever for y'all. It's been a great year. So I think that's it, bro. I'm gonna let the music ride out for 60 seconds and then we out of here. And if y'all like find out more music, non-copyright stuff you think I should be having in the back of my videos, or I don't know, however you want to call it, let me know. If there's action figures that tag me in my merch watch page. Stay tuned for the logo dropping soon. Hopefully get some merch out there for y'all. We out.